Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today we have some really awesome stuff to cover. Moments ago, Blizzard dropped a Phase 7 PTR update, giving us a whole plethora of things that they have listened to from our PTR feedback and changed for what I think is in the correct direction, especially after the video I posted earlier today talking about Sanctified and what people were really talking about there. I think this is an amazing step towards fixing that system, as well as being transparent with what we can expect from the entire Sanctified and Seal of the Dawn things and the Naxxramas raid. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to switch it over here to the post, and we're going to dive right into this bad boy. So this is direct from Agrin, and he says, "Greetings. The Classic team wanted to give a quick update on the status of Phase 7 PTR testing and give you an idea of some of the changes we have planned for Naxxramas, as well as some clarifications on adjustments we are planning for the Sanctified gear system coming in Phase 7. Naxxramas testing. First off, we want to confirm that we do plan to do another round of Naxxramas PTR testing. We are targeting mid next week, around January 29th, to open the raid again, likely letting it stay up through the weekend of January 31st. It is possible we may need to change our testing plans, but we hope to lock in the exact dates for this testing period very soon and let everyone know when things are finalized. The primary focus of this next test is to review some changes we plan to make to the military quarter, which include but are not limited to the following. We're adding a mechanism to the instructor reservist encounter that makes it a bit friendlier to raid groups that don't have multiple priests. So I'd imagine this is like the mind control orbs that we see in the Wrath Naxxramas, so you just click an orb instead of having a priest mind control it. We'll be adjusting the 4 horsemen encounter mechanics to make friendlier to smaller groups or groups with fewer than 4 or 8 tanks. So that's very interesting. Yeah, you can do a lot with those tanks. We plan to fix a bug with the orders mechanic in the military quarter that was causing it to affect more than 3 players per raid group at a time. We plan to add additional direct benefits for successfully completing the military wing mechanic when it occurs. So, love to see that. Hopefully they get that under control, and we have a nice, smooth Naxxramas launch. Now, this is the big one, Sanctified gear, and what everyone has been talking about as of late. This has been the biggest criticism that they have received by far when it comes to the new raid, and so we're going to dive into it. We've iterated on the Sanctified gear system based on our initial observations and excellent feedback provided by players. Here's a look at what we are changing. We are capping the number of pieces of Sanctified gear that will contribute to the power bonuses to 8 pieces was 12. Very interesting here with that, and important to note that there are 8 tier 3 pieces, and stat-wise, the tier 3 stuff is best for most classes. I can't say 100% that it will be your best in slot to have all 8 of those, but at the very least, you will probably go to your 6th set just because of the stats alone, regardless of how you want to play. For the majority of specs and classes, they have done a good job with those from what I have seen. Obviously, there are a lot of exceptions and things you can do, and with the shoulder enchants, it's going to get crazy. But generally speaking, just putting on all your tier 3 would work. We felt that this would allow more build diversity and encourage you to mix and match additional set pieces and not worry about losing out on your massive power you'd gain from those 4 additional pieces. Absolutely true. It pretty much gives you 4 slots to do whatever you want with, like put on maybe your AQ4 set. That's pretty cool. The power gained per piece of Sanctified armor has been increased to compensate for the adjustment above. Seal of Dawn trinket line that provides the bonus inside of Naxxramas will also count as a Sanctified item. So that as well counts. So now you only need 7 pieces because you'll have the trinket on as well. The Undead Slaying set will provide a bonus of +2 to your current Sanctified, down from 3 for wearing the set. This means if you wore 3 pieces of Undead Slaying set and your trinket, that takes care of 6 of the 8 of your Sanctified items. So that's really cool. We like to see that. That is them hearing us. However, I still don't exactly know if it's going to be worth breaking your AQ for the Undead Slaying, it just depends on your guild. If you're going for hard mode week 1, then absolutely everyone's going to have to do that, but we will see. So, the Seal of Dawn progression clarifications. We want to provide some clarity on the upgrades for the Seal of Dawn trinket line and alleviate some of the concerns we are hearing when it comes to grinding and ult. So this is an explanation of the system. Killing bosses inside an Naxxramas drop Remnants of Valor, which can be looted by every player in the raid and are used to upgrade the trinket. It takes more Remnants of Valor to upgrade a trinket each rank, so it takes more to go from rank 9 to 10 than it takes from 4 to 5. Obviously, that's just linear progression. Makes sense. Bosses killed on a higher difficulties provide more Remnants of Valor. Also good, incentivized to do hard mode and rewarded for doing the hard mode. There's a quest outside of Naxxramas that can be done repeatedly with no limit on it to gain Remnants of Valor. This quest will provide a small number of Remnants of Valor, but will increase the amount it gives every few weeks, allowing players to catch up faster if they miss weeks or start late. Also awesome. The trinket upgrades are gated, and you cannot progress past a certain rank of the trinket until a certain week has passed. You can farm 1,000 Remnants of Valor. You can only spend 450 example number of them and upgrade your trinket from rank 1 to rank 2, and cannot upgrade the trinket again until week 2. Example week, final cadence to be determined of Naxxramas has passed. This cap on the trinket is global and not personalized for that character, so if you're an alt or a player that comes into Naxxramas near the end of the phase, if the global trinket cap is rank 9, you can work on the repeatable quest, which is with its increased rate of remnants at that point in time, and go all the way from rank 1 to rank 9 in a single week. Once again, also amazing. I like this system a lot. This answers so many questions and allows people to actually go out there and grind at whatever pace they want and be ready. Remnants of Valor are bind on account and can be traded to your alt characters. This is the biggest massive dub they have probably added in Season of Discovery. Love this. It's not being retroactively done. It is just from the rip, bind on account, which is phenomenal. And if you find yourself with more Remnants of Valor than you need on your main and have already capped your trinket for that week, you can send them to the alts. We will update these forums with update notes and be a bit more specific around the nature of changes next week when Naxxramas reopens on the PTR. Thank you again for testing and the feedback so far. So I love this post. I think this answers a lot of the frustrations, a lot of the questions that we covered in today's earlier video about Sanctified Gear and the Seal of Dawn progressions. I did my best with the information I had, but I couldn't have asked for a better explanation than all this right here. Once again, I still really think that they should just make the Seal of Dawn work for Time-Worn pieces, Draconic, Coreforged. I think that would be so amazing and make it so much more fun. Like, we could use what's best. We could mix and match so many tier sets. And again, the Nax gear, it comes as, like, its power level is the best gear, best in slot. So it's not like you're going to want to go to MC to get gear. It'll just allow you to go into Nax way easier, and it'll help a ton for new players and alts to play that. And I think it would just go a long way with everyone that hates the Sanctified system. It would allow people to have that alleviated and not have to necessarily grind to their heart's content, as well as feel like you're forced to play this exact way that uses these Sanctified pieces. But once again, that's my opinion and only criticism. This is a phenomenal post and definitely what we needed to see for Phase 7. So anyway, let's get with the feedback. We have two people who have posted about this. This guy, very negative here with this. He said, who is the Sanctified gear system designed for? Obviously not the players, so I'm just curious which dev this is being made for, and if they missed the whole borrowed power era from retail. There are a few lessons they could go learn if they go back and look what happened during BFA and Shadowlands. The feedback has been overwhelmingly negative, and the response from the devs has been too bad, essentially. I get that it's an experimental season, but with what data are you trying to gather from adding convoluted retail gearing to Classic precisely? A lot of time can be saved here. It's not well received. So he's not completely wrong, but I don't think the feedback has been overwhelmingly negative. I think a lot of people have added a lot of good responses and things. Like I said, this sounds awesome to me. This sounds like we can actually go out there and play the game. As someone who has played the entire... I've literally logged in every single day for a Season of Discovery since day one of its launch. mainly some days to make a video. I don't actively play every single day, but I like this system because I have been raid logging since Phase 4 Prebis. Like, after I did that, I got my MC gear. I haven't had to log in to grind, to play the game, to go get things at all. Like, I didn't do the war effort at all. I didn't need to. I just did the raid. I had full BWL gear. My MC went to BWL, which went to ZG/AQ, and I just really didn't have to do much. So I just did the raids, and I've raid logged since then. So seeing this and actually having a reason to get out there and go play the game has me excited, even if it is a borrowed power system. But as they said, you can get more Remnants of Valor than you actually need. So, like, if I want to play for 8 hours straight one day and I can just blast and farm as many Remnants of Valor as I can go do that. And sure, I might not be able to rank it up, but I could farm enough to go from rank 1 to 4 when it allows me to do that. And I think that's really awesome, and it values your time and allows you to actually be able to, like, pre-farm it, play when you can, and go and get that. And is incredibly alt-friendly with the bind on account as well. Then, I don't know about all that, or everyone in my guild has no complaints. I'm down to give it a go. Bring it on, devs. Exactly. So that is a very positive comment right there, and I agree with that a lot. And I think it'll be fun to see. I think there are a lot of people that are just being overly negative without actually seeing the system implemented. And like I said, it's hot, it's seasonal. This is the time to try it. This is the place to do something and actually see what is up. But anyway, guys, those are my honest opinions and thoughts of this post. I think this is a great post, definitely what I was looking forward to seeing with it and understanding the system better myself. Obviously, we had a lot of data mined, and we had a lot of, like, relative information that we could take a best guess at, but as we could see by this post, we were very wrong. So I will definitely pin the blue post down below, and until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.